What's going on, guys, and welcome to the Side Order. I'm Glyph Racker.
And I'm Odin, said yes.
Games that they have, but first, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because here on the Side Order, you never know what we're gonna play. What is going on, guys, and welcome to the Side Order. I'm your host for this morning, Glyph Racker, and today we're going to go and try and climb some mountains in Insurmountable. But before we get into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as we would love for you to have a seat at the table. So let's get into some Insurmountable, sorry. Hello and good morning. Let's start the climb. And good morning, Mojo. Hopefully everyone can join the marble race out there. We managed to put a new one out. As of this morning, I guess it's 12 o'clock. There we go. Let's take some points. How is everyone this morning, by the way? There's a new task waiting for me, a new challenge to master. You head out into the unknown. Pretty stormy out today. Just getting pretty acquainted with the game here. Wait for my camera down. Let's get some loot. Get the loot. Good morning, Vietnam! Still a little bit too loud? Alright, we can tune her down even more. That should be better.
There's a good chance somebody's trying to hack your website right now. You gotta make sure you're covered.
I'm covered.
I'm talking about enterprise-grade security built
I reach a
into your
small
site.
plateau with monoliths ranged in a circle.
Check this out.
The remnants of an ancient culture. A figure in a long cloak is crouching on the ground, muttering something unintelligible. Then they rise, and knock over the stone pillars one by one. What do I do? What do I do? I could stop the figure, just watch them, or just continue on my way. I think I should watch from a distance. Be a creeper. I don't know what's going on. There is something strange about the figure, and you are filled with fear. Nevertheless, you are unable to take your eyes off them. Eventually, they notice you and give you an angry look. You want to say something, but can't get the words out. Then they hurry away, leaving you bewildered. So I gained some experience and get a little creeped out.
Security researchers, aka ethical hackers. And that's not all. You suffer response. Even in the unlikely event of an extreme situation.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I did the update this morning. Alright, let's see. I just want to get to the free cam. There's a free cam mode where I can see about where I want to go. That's it. Yeah, it's the middle mouse button. Now I can go somewhere. Alright, let's go to the mountains. Everything's so janky in that, yeah. At the foot of the slope, you stumble across the remains of a building. Did it belong to occupying forces? Part of it are completely buried under rock. There must have been a landslide between the rubble. You can see a few electronic devices and small metal containers. You could go down there and search for provisions. Well, let's do that. We'll waste a little bit of time. Try and grab it. Push your fingertips. Once, twice, you got it. Hey, we got some valuable equipment. Nice. Less energy cost during walking on ice. Cool. Let's gain more oxygen. Or warmth. Gotta keep warm. Yeah. Sounds like a plan. Long drive at 5. Fight the hordes at 8. Because we're like there. We're a day away. So let it be said and let it be heard. But before you do that, definitely go watch the marble race. We're moving on to the finale. Or semi-finals, sorry. I don't know where I am, what I'm doing. Check that out. See if you made it to move on. For your chance for that $75. It should be illegal. It is. We're at that point now where it's just slaughtering zombies. Hopefully it doesn't break the game again. For whatever reason, it broke the game last time. Ooh. We'll take the heat hit. Continue my climb. Onwards and upwards. Yeah. W is continue. Get there quick enough. Then we can give the helping sleep all night, regain heat, and not have to worry about... Let's follow the light. Cool, we gained some sanity and experience. That was nice. Let's lie down and sleep. Do a long sleep, break till daylight. Gain heat and energy back. And here we are. Find a fur pouch hanging from a branch of a skeleton of a tree. I stop. It looks as though someone has placed it there on purpose. As you open the pouch, you discover a tent inside, an offering. Something inside tells you that you should not only take it, but also give. What will you leave in its place? I will leave 1 can of food. Really not a fair trade, but... we have tons of sleeping spots. So if we don't end up making it to a cave in time, we can at least sleep. There's our destination, way up there. Way up there. Hopefully we make it. And I'd like to thank you guys. Thank you very much for joining in today. We've got quite a lot of stuff planned. Seems dirty, but the path leads to. Let's do it. Let's do it. Risk it for the biscuit, everybody. Slowly stride across the ice. It groans beneath my boots, crunches and cracks. Suddenly it cracks, and the ice sheets break apart. You break into a run, hopping from floe to floe until you reach the shore and throw yourself onto solid ground. See? It's just a little exercise in hurrying up. It worked out. Somewhat a text-based adventure. There is 3 characters. They all have certain little quests to try and get to the top of the mountain. You can find little artifacts and stuff to help you along the way. There is time challenges, so you can try and make it to the fastest time to get up there and back down. I'm just trying to explore and get everything. Get the most points. And thank you for joining us, James. And happy Thanksgiving to you. I happen to be Canadian, so we celebrated ours a little bit earlier, but that's all right. Still enjoy your Turkey Day. Exhausted, you roll your head back. You gasp, and your pupils dilate as a comet flies over. Its bright tail stretching miles behind it. What a spectacle. You are overwhelmed with emotion. It's quite beautiful. Oh, look at that, it leveled up. Let's do the faster movement. So we can keep warm, and we can now move a little bit quicker. Time before daylight is over. I think we'll be able to make it to the cave in time for a nice little sleep. And that is correct. It is day 2 of our marble race today, so definitely go check that out. Also, starting December 1st, we will be doing the code words again, so that'll be your chance to get a free marble. Otherwise, check out the Ko-Fi, which is there, and you can buy one. Alright, I entered. Let's lay down. We'll be a little bit ahead on the day. Keep our energy up, and we'll stay warm. And that's kind of the point as we now ascend even higher. Almost there. Let's stop off at this little cool point. Ooh, no, let's not. It's a long way around. Let's go through this little shortcut here, I hope. Where are we going? Why are you doing that? No, no, no. You need to do that crazy adventure. Preserve your energy, good sir. Was the path completely blocked? Maybe. Might have to change our decisions. Let's explore the tunnel. I want to explore the tunnel, but it's so dark that I can't see my hands in front of my face. Well, let's use the flashlight. That makes sense, right? The flashlight illuminates the passageway, and you go over deeper into the cave system. Finally, you enter a chamber and find a box containing some provisions. Nice, so I got some food. Free food. Well, I don't need to do the sleeping, so let's continue the walking. Let's go up here. Worst comes to worst, if I do need more energy, I can now eat some of that food. Canned provisions, very useful. There's also tea to help you with your sanity, bottles of oxygen. Obviously help you with your breathing. Having the lack of oxygen problem, it's an issue. In front of you, rocks and stones have been meticulously piled up to form a mound. A grave? So far up here? I don't want to be digging through. Yeah, let's pay homage and move on. Be digging around in people's buried graves. Ooh, the storm has approached. Sometimes my tablet doesn't let you tell me what's going on. Nope, we're all still kosher. Alright. Gain more body heat, faster movement, or ignore dangerous terrain. Let's do the faster movement. Let's keep moving quicker. Quick ascend. Very, very quick ascend. We're going around pretty much just straight up to the top. Hopefully we don't have to just go straight back down the same way we came. I have a tendency of doing that in this game. As long as our body temperature and our sanity stay fine, we should be okay. Nice couple levels of some breathing. Hopefully I can pass that. Let's try to look for a cave or something around here. So it is going to become nighttime very soon. I'm not seeing. Gain some experience just for giggles. Looks like let's try our best with that. Now, as I mentioned, you can change your gear, different gear depending on the terrain that you walk across. So I could stop him once he gets onto the ice. bad effects that would happen normally would not happen anymore. Hold on a second. Yes. So they would normally, so they don't happen anymore. Or at least the chances of them being so negative are not. Nearby an abandoned camp, there are some vacuum flasks filled with tea. You could take your time and search the tents. Might as well. We find a vacuum flask filled with tea. Nice. That will keep us warm. And we got a level. Gain per hour when moving, but at an energy cost. Warm thoughts whenever I use a consumable. Ooh. Yes. Because we're going to be moving here very quickly, folks. Okay. I see some things up there, so I think it's worth it to eat a can of food. Nom nom nom. Alright. Should give us enough energy to at least move to the next special icon. We'll start up here. You can find a special icon. You can sometimes get some cool rewards. Oh, perfect. There's even a hut up there. We've almost made it to the next day. Yeesh. Might be just a day of eating canned food to try and survive. A desert of snow and ice stretches before you, radiantly bright as if you were staring into the sun. You skew your eyes up to see better. They feel irritated and start to ache. You wipe your face with your hands, tears are running down your cheeks. Let's you take a break. Ooh, well no, you should power ahead. Let's take a break. Try and get warm. Oh, you drop down into the snow, close your eyes. The feeling of having something in your eyes is driving you crazy. You wait a while, but it doesn't change. You start rubbing again, harder and harder, until you notice a sticky secretion on your fingertips. Frozen to the bone, you set off again with an uneasy feeling. Ish. Well, let's drink some tea. Help us stay warm, and let's get up to this point where hopefully we can get the we're going to go as quickly as we can. All the way to the top. So yet again, that is at 5 o'clock we'll be playing The Long Drive, and then at 8 o'clock we'll be fighting off the Horde in 7 Days to Die. What should I take? My health is okay. My warmth is okay. I'll take the health, even though I don't need it. Thank you for the boost there, man. I know it's kind of a waste. Definitely do it for the energy gain. Close to the top anyways. Lay down and sleep. Do the full long sleep. It looks like we're hiking up in the night. It's a night hike. And then yes, at 10:30 tonight, our very good host, Odin, will be heading over to the Knight's Table to play some S&P content, as mentioned right there. What is it? SCP? Nine-tailed fox. Should be interesting. If anything, it should be terrifying. Tune tune into that. A jam-packed day full of content. Not to mention that if you do tune into our Ko-Fi, you do get a chance to see videos one day early. The second that new Marvel run is posted, you could be the one to know. All you have to do is check out our Ko-Fi. Otherwise, you might have to wait till tomorrow. Who knows? I do. And huzzah! Just like that, we made it. Our faces worn with effort, but our hard work was not in vain. The experience we had and the information we gathered about the mountain is bringing me, step by step, closer to my goal. But of course, I still have to make it to my destination. So now we get a bunch of stuff to recharge, and then, ooh, there's another hill. It's all good though. Now it's downhill from here. Let's see if I can do this. Eat a can of food. Gonna need some energy. See if we can make it there. It's a long journey, but there's a cave. Could be the cave of hope. This will be able to warm up against that.
Yeah, can you do a deep dive?
Yet again, I thank you all for joining me today. I could get you to do one favor, and that's smash that thumbs up button, though. Helps us in the algorithm, brings more cool people such as yourself.
Shop Black Friday deals on thousands of items, from Christmas trees to craft supplies. Stock up and save
Silly
on holiday
ass.
essentials with these epic deals. Shop now, sailing soon.
Welcome to Christmas time, or holiday season, where everybody's trying to sell you something. I mean, that's kind of life. But speaking of which, buy a marble. Uh-oh. You enter an extensive network towards the rear, you notice an extinguished campfire. Laying in front of it is a stranger, bundled up under a blanket of fur. Quietly cuddled up beside them. Hey, sorry, I'm cold, buddy. I find a quiet corner, lie down and rest. Do you risk it? I mean, you're probably both cold and hungry, and he's probably like, I just want to sleep. Yeah, and it's going to cost me my sanity. No, let's just worry about taking the energy gain. Find out what happens in the morning. Right, where's our goal again? Lost the goal. There it is. Oh, that's really close. So in that case, we'll go down to there. Got a good chunk of energy. Good amount of oxygen. Do a little sightseeing on the way down. That's correct. We know. However, the only way you guys can know is to check out the Ko-Fi. Or wait till tomorrow. I mean, patience is a virtue. While staring at the starry sky, you notice there, a shooting star. You quickly make a wish for, I don't want to be crazy anymore. Calm down with my sanity, man. Alright, let's go back up to that mountaintop. Get our sleeping cycle back to somewhat normal. We obviously must explore. I use my flashlight. Cool. Got a bandage in case I get an owie, and I got some extra food. Let's lay down. Let's sleep a long, good sleep. We are losing a little bit of oxygen, so it might be good to get down a little bit lower. Alright. Where can we go? There. Next destination is that thing. Hopefully it's low enough. Go to the death zone or whatever it's called there. I can start breathing normal. Oh no! A wide crack in the ground in front of you bring you to an abrupt halt. You look into the depths. Jagged ice reaches up at you like spears. Suddenly, you hear rumbling behind you. Startled, you turn around. An avalanche of ice and snow is rushing towards you, cutting off your way. You're trapped. Let's do it. You quickly throw your bag to the other side of the crevasse. Then you take a few steps, run, and leap across. You leap across as well. As your boots hit the ground on the other side, you slip. At the last second, you manage to grab onto the ridge of ice as the rolling masses of ice and snow tumble down into the abyss. I made it. I made it. Of course I made it. We must make it to technically that conversation. It is. Oh, cool. There's even another cave over there. Alright, you find a backpack concealed under a thin layer of snow. Blue limbs lead the way from the spot in a zigzag pattern and disappear behind a rock. You follow the tracks. Do I search the backpack or do I just keep walking? Oh, you pull out an empty brandy bottle out of your backpack, then another and another. There's nothing else in it. Disappointed, you fling the backpack away and continue your journey. Hey, we got experience here. And we'll have to work on the controlled breathing because that's really the only one that's worth it. Let's take on item, hopefully. Crates filled with dynamite are stacked in a small cave. Behind the crates, you can just make out a few torches. Now those would be useful. Let's carefully move them. Move crate after crate out of the way until you've reached the narrow corridor leading to the torches. You quickly stow them in your backpack and get out of the cave. There's 8 torches. We're talking multiples. Might be useful though when we're going into this cave. You never know. You enter a vast cave. Several passages lead deep into the mountain. You listen. You can hear metallic clanging coming from one of the passages, as if someone is banging a hammer against a heat pipe. You can't sleep with that noise. Let's follow it. You walk a few steps down the passageway. The clanging gets louder, but it's so dark that it's hard to say how far away the noise is coming from. Well, let's use that torch. You move further and further into the cave system. The knocking is muffled and regular, as if coming from a broken machine, then suddenly silence. You wait for a moment, but nothing happens. Strange. You're about to turn around and go back when you discover a metallic chest in a niche. You open it and find some provisions. Guess this detour was worth it. Oh, another tent. We haven't had to use one of them. Convenient. But we are getting low on the oxygen. So let's try and get down out of this death zone. breathing, becoming labored. Don't really like that. I don't have a spare oxygen tank on me. Good, we're gaining oxygen back. Oh, never mind. Back up into the dice zone. The path of ice ahead of you tapers to a narrow passage line with columns of brittle ice. One of those ice towers has collapsed and is blocking your way. You check the mound of ice, it would consume a lot of your strength to make your way through it, but it should be possible. Well, let's hack. Let's do this. Done. Shards of ice fly wildly as you hack at the ice. You clear it away chunk by chunk until you have cleared the passage. You take a deep breath, your arms ache, but you did it. Of course I can. I want to go through there, I'm getting through there. We're actually low enough that I'm actually gaining some good old oxygen. Ooh, a sparkling stone catches your eye. Its surface covered in delicate, complex patterns of ice crystals that remind you of saplings and ferns and blossoms, a beautiful sight. Well, I'm a scientist. Let's examine this. You stare at the patterns of frost, transfixed. It's almost as if they're moving and glowing before your very eyes. The thought of that true beauty, such as this, can exist even in the most hostile and inhabitable climates, leaves you feeling reassured and content. Oh, nice. Take that dangerous terrain buff. Oh, this one's sparkly. We'll go there. I guess. Is that a cave? Yeah, we'll be able to make it down. The jingling fills the air around you. Harmonious and melodious, followed by the sound of falling rain. You follow the sound to discover tubes of metal and wood tied together in a bare treetop, dancing and striking each other in the wind. You watch the wind chimes and lose yourself in the fleeting melodies. You regain sanity. Can I make it? Let's see if I make it. Pretty sure we'll make it. And there, we've made it. You've reached your goal. Your body feels weak, but your heart is jumping for joy. You know that the mountain is a merciless foe, but this time around, we've defeated it. Zoom. Looks pretty good. Bunch of stuff I got there. Don't think I leveled up anything. You've got some impressive skills, and you get better and better with every mission you complete. Honestly, your arrival here has restored my confidence that we'll finally escape someday. Yeah, because we're in some sort of time loop. That's why I have to constantly keep doing the same mountains over and over again. Alright, so did we get any points? We got 20 of those book points. Let's take some ice knowledge. And some more terrain dangers. I like the protection against that. Environment knowledge. We're better at that, and we're better at death zone resistance. Two things that I'm very, very, very important about. That I do not. That's okay. We've almost completed this one whole mission. Or we have completed this whole side. So now it's moving on to Mountain 2. Yeah, let's stay with the scientist, but let's try Mountain 2. This is the first time I've ever tried to climb to the top of this one, so I may fail. Very eerie, rough terrain, or very thin air. Let's do the rough terrain. And that's what I'm going to take with me. That's right. Alright, Mr. Scientist, it's all or nothing, dude. We gotta have this. Ooh, that is a long way. It's a long way to the top if you wanna rock and roll.
A Tim's Donut and Tim's Coffee is the original
The cliff
collab.
face
And now,
rises
if you buy any original or
impressively
dark roast
above
coffee,
you.
Get any classic donut for $1.
It all
Get
seems
an iconic
surreal,
deal
so
on
incredible.
the iconic
The
Canadian
research
duo with
station, the
Tim's
time
Dollar
loop.
Donuts.
What have you gotten yourself into?
You told
Cold
him,
air flows
don't
into
rub
your lungs,
eye.
and now,
And you told
to
her,
top it
"Don't
all
touch
off,
that."
you
But
think
before
you're
you think, there goes my
way
weekend.
into an experiment with an antenna at
Get
the
an
top of the
assessment
mountain.
And a prescription on the spot.
You gaze down at the glowing green stone. Even if that woman's theory is correct, the stone is charged with radiation. Why would that affect the time loop? And why are you putting your life in danger? You take a deep breath, then give yourself a shake. Waiting here, twiddling your thumbs is not an option. Better to face our fate. Well, right off the bat, I see some goody goodies. Totally gonna take up on that. As I lean against the rock face, you notice a hollow behind a huge boulder. Somebody has left some provisions there. I know it's probably something bad, but I want to try it. You look for a sturdy branch to use as a lever. The boulder falls to one side with a dull crash, allowing you to reach the provisions. Oh, cool. So it didn't cost me any energy that time. Well, that was a nice little turnout. Ah, there's the wind chimes again. We'll take sanity, like always. And now let's move on to another provision. Slowly make our way up towards that massive hill. And yet again, I'd like to thank you guys for joining me this morning. I'd like to get you guys to do one big favor. Smash that thumbs up button. And hello, Colton. Did you see the marble race? On a narrow path between the abyss and the rock wall, you reach a hut. The door has been lifted off of its hinges, and the wood, blackened by soot, tells you that there must have been a fire in the dwelling. Let's just briefly. What happened? A lightning strike, perhaps? Or an accident? Open fires can be very dangerous. You sense that you won't be able to solve this puzzle. Those that have answers are gone or dead. Just as you're leaving, you discover some provisions in a recess in the rocks. At least this makes your little excursion worthwhile. Hey, cool! It's sanity herb. Oh yeah, we're taking the energy. The energy saving. And we leveled up again. Cool. We're all in for movement on this one. Happy Thanksgiving, and thank you for stopping by, Colton. glad to have you here. Alright, let's see what this is. An old woman sits in front of a crooked hut. She wears a friendly, toothless smile and motions you to sit with her to recharge your strength. You do just as you suggest, as she should. Yeah, you do it. And let's get warm. Let's stay warm. Hey, and a conversation point. You stumble over the corpse of a deer with no signs of decay. The animal died only recently. The remains of a chewed herb cling out snow. Its last meal, probably still undigested. You could cut open the animal's stomach and get to the herbs. Let's not. I'd rather not. Take all the time. Just leave the graves alone. Oh my guy has this fascination of finding the graves. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Alright, moving over to the next item. Right. Boom. A low building catches your attention. It is well integrated into the landscape, so you almost didn't notice it. The architecture is modern and simple. Did the mysterious occupiers leave it behind? As you approach the entrance, you can hear a snarl coming from inside. Let's go. You slip through the narrow entrance. On the other side is a room where whose proportions take you by surprise. Hidden from the outside and reaching deep into the mountain. You look around. There are monitors mounted on a wall, and next to them you find a map of the mountains and technical blueprints for what appears to be antennas. You hear another snarl directly behind you. This time, in the corner of your eye, you spot a cougar ready to pounce. You leap to the side, and its sharp claws only barely graze your thigh. You run for the exit. Oh, that was technically the end of the game. Okay. Tons of energy we're keeping, that's for sure. No, that's fine. More the merrier. The more we can take on this horde. You hear voices coming from behind a rock face. The shooting smell of fried food hits your nostrils. You carefully peek around the corner. Some indigenous people are sitting around a campfire, passing around a jug. The room must pack a punch. Each mouthful makes the strangers grimace in pain. You make your presence known, and they wave you over. They want you to join them. Hey, I'm not one to break customs. You open your eyes. What happened? You can't remember, but you feel strangely refreshed. There's no sign of anything or anyone except the campfire burning beside you. You slowly pick yourself up and continue your journey. So I just had a moment there. It's okay. It's all good. We had a moment. Let's get to that cave. Get to the cave and sleep off the nightfall. Oh, we took an owie. Owie. Alright, stop off at this cave. Gotta explore first. I use my flashlight. Cool, flare gun. Now I can lay down and sleep. Wake up and start the new day. A new day. And yes, the new marble race should be, depending on how well Mr. Editor does his job. I think I might have to go and get some pizza pops for him or something. We'll be able to work this out. Be good. Loving the marble action that we have going on. I love you guys and your reactions and support behind it. It's a heck of a time and a blast doing it. Let's just let them sleep. Let's not steal from people then. Yeah, I've been having a blast doing the marble stuff. Close to being done it. And you have a whole 30 days again to apply and try and get yourself a marble. Sheep, I know that. You advance further down the cave system, following the sound of bleeding. All the while, left, right, straight ahead, left again. After a longer passage of walking straight ahead, you reach another cave. Just when you think you are finally approaching your destination, you realize you've gone in a circle and you're now back at the entrance. Also, the bleeding has stopped. Keep searching. Cool. Gained some stuff. That was worth it. Now I can lie down and sleep. Take the rest of the night. And then when I wake up, I'll be able to level up. So that worked out really, really well. Yet again, we're like the travel guy right now. We're able to do this no problem. We should get on that side of the hill. I think that will take all day, yeah. It will take all day and a can of food, so we're gonna have to do it. We were climbing the wrong mountain. It happens. Yes, yet again, at 5 o'clock, we'll be taking the long drive. And then, at 8 o'clock, with possibly special guests Johnny Knight and Hojo Dojo, will be joining us to fight off the Horde. Wonder how well that one will turn out. The more help, though, the merrier, because we're totally going to need it. It's not an easy feat to defeat all those zombies. Obviously, follow the light. Now I can lay down and sleep. I know I don't have to. Just take a short one. Have a little nappy poo. Probably what I'm going to do at some point today. You are standing at the entrance to a glacial cave. The light that finds its way through the thick ice makes the walls glow in a deep, invigorating blue. Cool. Just seen a blue cave. Nope, I agree. It's one of those things where if they can, hey, that's awesome. We'll be able to fight off the Horde quicker. And if they can't, well, we'll still fight off the Horde. Let's attempt the jump. On a vegetated rocky plateau, you spot a hunched over old woman searching among the craggy rocks for edible plants and berries. When she notices you, she smiles and holds up some herbs. Well, let's help the woman. You climb onto the plateau, search for herbs as well. You crawl on all fours but find nothing edible. You make an apologetic gestures, but the woman smiles at you and again hands over some of her harvest. Oh, that was nice. Are definitely going to need some sort of heat though. Might be too cold. Might be too cold. So let's take a nap. Gain back some body heat. Yeah, no, yet again, it's no pressure, no. It's not like we're demanding it. Hey, if you guys want to, you totally can. Come play 7 Days to Die with us. At the foot of the slope, you stumble across the remains of a building. Did it belong to the occupying forces? Part of it are completely buried under a rock. There must have been a landslide. Hey, I remember this. Search the rubble. Walking carefully closer to the rubble when you notice your attention is grabbed by a scrap of cloth. You move closer and discover human remains. You breathe in sharply, shocked. You try not to disturb the body. Who was this person? Why are they occupying the force? Or a looter like you? Or you decide to turn back immediately before you end up like this poor soul. I agree. To the cave. A lot of this questing is going to be to the cave. This guy is not feeling cold at all. You enter a cave just after you feel icy wind. All right, well, we'll follow the wind. See if we can block this off. Countless. Grinding noise. Just a moment later, you point an object pouring into your shoulders. Oh, ouch! I took a laceration. Let's take a sleep then. Gain some heat and some energy. So I can find somewhere where I can get more heat. The storm is just killing me. Where's my destination? Destination unknown. Over there. I can. Perfect. I'll do that. Before you do that, go here. There. That's what I meant. Take the energy hit. We can do this. We can make it. In a deep pit, you discovered a half-decayed carcass of a goat. It must have fallen into the pit and been gored by the sharp stakes at the bottom. But there's no doubt about it. This was a trap. You went down into the pit. It looks like there's something pinned underneath the goat. Cool, I found another flare gun. Holy. Got 2 different flares. I can get a trader instantly to come to me, or now I can call for help. Help me, Obi-Wan. Help me out. Oh, it's just cold. This cold is gonna get us. Usually it's the sanity that gets me. Usually it's the sanity. Not this time. So this is some sort of warming. Oh no, definitely not. Title of it, Bear Cub. You peer into a dark cave. In the rock face, you are met with an overpowering stench of death and decay. In the back of the cave, you can just make out the bulky shape of something enormous, probably an animal carcass. As you turn to leave, you hear a faint whimper. You venture into the mouth of the cave and you discover a bear cub looking up at you with terrified eyes. Which is sad because we're so close. I really haven't found any good items. I found like food and energy and stuff like that, but in a deep crevasse in the rock hidden behind some shrubbery, you find a fur pouch. It looks like it might have belonged to a hunter. You're in luck. The pouch contains provisions. It has a band-aid. We'll take that. Hopefully this will give us warmth. I'm hoping. Almost at the top. You lean against a rock face. A distant melody reaches your ear, soft and tender and beautiful. You close your eyes for a moment, breathing deeply and evenly. You keep listening. The music seems to be coming from inside the mountain. Could it be another legacy of occupiers? Or maybe it's the origins? Or more mysterious? Whatever it is, it makes you smile. That was not heat. I need heat. I need to get warm. Can I get there relatively quickly? I can get there relatively quickly. And there will be quick enough to sleep. That's my main goal right now, is to keep my guy warm, because geez Louise, he is freezing. Nope. I'm sorry, animal, you're gonna have to drive me insane all night. Boom. Alright. I can take food, that's fine. Yeah, I'll take the sanity hit. Oh, it wasn't worth it. Took more damage. Wah wah. Food. Hopefully this can give me some heat. Search the camp. Hey, climbing gloves, that helps. There's a cave down there. I guess that's what we're going for, cave or bust. And yet again, I'd just like to mention to everybody that we will be having our other marble race posted on our Ko-Fi. Probably about, we'll say, 8 o'clock. So check that out. Stay in tune with our Ko-Fi, as that's one of the ways that you can get a marble for next month's race. And You get a video's day early. Hardest problem with that is usually the timing. I need more. Yes. Just need more body heat because my guy is not doing good, my guy. Get this nice little cave here. Hopefully there's nothing crazy or chaotic in it. Able to sleep and warm up. Follow the noise. I use my flashlight. Yes. These are so awesome to use. The rock climbing thing. And I'll have to use it pretty much right off the bat too. Because that straight up vertical climb, it like cuts the energy use in half. Turn around and just do this. Yes. Now any of those straight up climbs that you do. So I can do something like this and it will take barely any energy. Versus before it would have cost me so much. I will stop here. Hopefully this person has something interesting to do, tell me or say. We continue our way up to the peak. We're almost there. You gaze around, you notice a faint light in the distance. It flits back and forth, up and down. Alright, you get closer and closer, you realize it's fireflies. What a beautiful and unexpected light show. Aw, that's cute. Might be camping here. If not, hopefully there's some provisions. Oh, I see our next quest. Ah, it's provisions. Unfortunately, I don't have enough energy to dig out the chest, so I just gotta continue my journey. Wah, wah. Alright, sleep. I know it will leave into daytime or nighttime, but we need it. Take this too. Make sure my sanity's full before heading to the next conversation point. Ooh. We'll take it slow this time. We want to find some stuff because this is a whole new mountain. Once I've opened this up, I've unlocked it, so I can start all the other missions and quests on it. Ah, backpack. Well, let's just search the backpack. Don't go following the drunk. Yeah. That much booze in your system, you up there on the mountain, that's not a good space to be. Take a little sleep, also gain some heat. Oh, gotta follow the light. Hey, it was worth it. Gained a bunch of good stuff from that. Feel invigorated. Sanity's doing okay. Let's see what's over that way. Holy moly. That's not good there. We'll go that way until we find something different. Yet again, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in this morning. We'll be back again at 5 and at 8 o'clock. And then venturing on over to Johnny Knight's channel to do some SCP Foxtail. Definitely want to check that out. I know I'll be there. I'll be there. Alright, let's see if I can make it. I know it's not really going to be... Probably will sit there and go down. Just made it. Explore the tunnel. Use my flashlight. After that, it was worth it. Canned food and another free tent. Now I can lay down and sleep, take the extra bit, gain more oxygen, and we gain a little bit of heat too, so that's kind of cool. Let's see if we can do that straight up if it will help us or not. We also do gotta try and get some items and stuff along the way. Yes, we're gonna use that here. So we're gonna take this too, just to make sure we are 100% full on energy. So this helps us at all make it towards our destination. A wide crack in the ground in front of you bring you to an abrupt halt. You look into the depths. Jagged ice reaches up. Oh, I remember this one. Let's jump across. Oh, I didn't make it. Womp womp. Too much of in a hurry. It's up the top. Can I make it? I think we can. Oh. Good to do a day sleep, gain some heat back, I guess. Lose oxygen, but gain heat. We need the heat. Need the heat. Gotta get warm. Stay warm. Alright. Now we should be able to get to the top. Have to camp up there too, sadly. But the positive is on the way down, at least it should be really easy. Really, really easy. My heart races as I haul myself up the summit. I did it. Finally. I immediately take a look at the structure. A steel mast rises into the sky, and metal wire supports and large struts that sprout out from either side of it. It's definitely an antenna. You must move closer. Taking the amulet, the stone in your hand pulses strongly, evenly. The wires on the mast begin to vibrate and you can hear a humming sound. It's quiet at first, but then it starts to get louder and louder. It seems the young woman was correct, at least about the radiation. It's strong up here, but it's strong enough to stop the time loop? Deep in your thought, you lean against the mast. Then you notice a few strange notches of metal in the struts. You scrape away the ice. No, those aren't notches. They're letters. People have carved their initials into the steel. You gasp in surprise when you see your name right there alongside the others. Ooh. What does it mean? You can't remember reaching the summit before. This whole thing is getting out of control. You have to get back and confront the mysterious stranger. Perfect. And now for the, I say easy part, but for the somewhat easier part. The downhill adventure. Fresh snow is piled high ahead of you in the mountainside. There must have been an avalanche here recently. As you trudge through the heaps of snow, your gaze falls on a vacuum flask filled with tea. It's half buried in the snow. Take the tea. Take the tea, drink the tea. We are warm. Don't have a cave to go to, so we're gonna set up shop right here. Right on the snow. take the long sleep so that we can make it to daytime. Boom. Now we just start heading back and picking up items. We're almost at that. The final part. Almost there. Trip and bang your knee. Cursing up a storm, you kick the rock you tripped over, revealing a crack in the ground. It seems as though someone has used the crack to hide their possessions. Make the crack bigger. We'll do this. And of course I hurt myself. Take that. Getting really good levels, that's for sure. I'm gonna find another cave or somewhere to sleep. Ah, perfect. All I can do is try and help you stand up. Unfortunately, you were gone. Sad. Makes me really sad. Oh, we made it here just as nighttime happens. Lay down and sleep, have a long nap, charge our energy and our heat. And continue our way down. Run, 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 run. So close to being there. There's our finish line right there. Ooh, the Northern Lights. What a sight. They are quite beautiful. Oof. Now let's do it. Nice. Stone charm. And a band-aid. Use the band-aid for health. And the stone charm, I'm pretty sure, helps me walk across the ground, so that's very important. Sleep for majority of the day, or just have a short sleep. That works too. I see why you did that. You can get more sleep over there. Also get some cool items. Here, oh, I get hurt. I take another owie. Not cool, man, not cool. Follow the noise. Use my flashlight. Got one of those super power-up hooks. Perfect. Lay down and sleep. Long, sleepy time. Get out of this death zone real quick here. Get a storm. Wonderful. Perfect. Keep body temperature, and I got a extra bonus flask. Alright. Alright, so I'm also going to use the last of that. Try and conserve as much energy as I can. Sanity, we'll take the heat. Make it there, we cannot. Go to here. Sleep on the rock face. That is needed to be done. It's a long nap this time. Let's continue our way down because that's what that sound was the sound of me with very little oxygen. Oh, they want me to go. Please be an oxygen tank. Oh, love a duck. I need an oxygen tank. I need to gain some oxygen. Perfect. We'll just head over towards that mountain. Please get out towards that cave. I need somewhere to sleep. I need a nap. My guy needs a break. So close to the finish. We got 2 more sanity. Nice. Over here so we can gain more breath and some energy. We got some experience at least. Oh, look at that, all that goodness. Oxygen, body temperature, all coming back to norm. Okay, we can go there. That looks interesting. I am going to use my rope, so. That's 10, that's 15. A little bit less energy. Looks thoroughly, just gain experience. Alright, here we are. Should be my way to the finish line. I mean, I can grab some of the other mystics and relics, but I think I'll save that for another journey. Oof, got a twisted ankle. Heading home all bumped and bruised. Exhausted, you crawl into a narrow cave. You are safe here. As you descend, your amulet grew hotter and hotter, its color gradually shifting to yellow. The stone was soaking up radiation like a sponge soaks up water. Now it has turned glowing red, and you're starting to worry that the amulet will burst when you hear a shrill siren in the distance. Time will be reset soon. Will the radiation be enough to break you free from the time loop? You'll have your answers soon. Is it enough? Are we going to survive? Well, you'll have to tune in next time I do Insurmountable in the morning, because this is the end of this episode, and I want to thank you guys very, very much for watching. I have been Glyphracker. This has been the Side Order. And like we always say, check in every day because you never know what we're going to play. Until next time, though, take it easy. Peace.
The Side Order. I'm Glyphracker.
And I'm Odin, said yes.